Hey guys, Oscar here, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Today is going to be somewhat of a very serious video. I want to talk and discuss the First Amendment. Before I go into it, I would like to mention that personally, I love the United States. This is the country that has given me the opportunity to have a career, to have a decent living, to make a honest living, and at the same time, relatively be safe. The First Amendment guarantees the freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, right to assemble, and right to petition the government. Number one, freedom of religion. You can practice any religion or none, and the government can't establish a national religion. Key point number two, freedom of speech. You can express your opinions without government interference. Now, there is a small clause there, not without consequences from private entities or in a special cases like threats. Key point number three, freedom of the press. The media can publish news and opinions without censorship by the government. Key point number four, right to assemble. People can gather peacefully for protest or meetings. Key point number five, right to petition the government. Citizens can complain to or seek remedies from the government without fear of punishment. Now let's go ahead and explore each key point, but this is my opinion and my opinion only. Key point number one, I think the freedom of religion still intact. Therefore, we're gonna move on to key point number two. Key point number two, freedom of speech. I believe, in my opinion, we do not have a fully freedom of speech currently at this time, because things have become very politic oriented. And that is no good for a lot of us, because we would like to express our thoughts, we would like to express how we feel, and I think we have the right to express. And I think this key point is under threat at this time. Key point number three, freedom of the press. I think we are having an issue at this time when it comes to the press being able to fully express themselves or publish their opinions. Some journalists have been fired, have been suspended, and that is not good at all. The journalists have expressed their opinion and still they are shut down. That is not good at all, because it is violating a part or a key point of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Key point number four, right to assemble. People can gather peacefully and protest or meet up. I think all of us have the right to protest, but here is my opinion and my opinion only. Yes, we can protest, but there should never, ever be violence. Nothing. You can express your opinion, but make sure you don't instigate any type of violence, because everything should be peaceful. This brings me to another topic real quick. Why these demonstrations are looting or burning cars or destroying businesses? Why? Why you have to destroy the properties of others? And that is where I'm somewhat concerned. I'm not sure if the people that are protesting are criminals by nature, or they're just trying to put a point, but still, you should never, ever, ever, ever destroy any property, especially if the property belongs to someone else. I think that if you are going to protest, if you're going to express your opinions, they have to be peaceful at all times and follow the law. Last point here. Right to petition the government. I think we should express our feelings, how we feel about the government, what we would like change in our government, and our most powerful tool that we have is to vote. The only way we can change something here in the United States is by voting. That is our best tool that we have, to vote. If you agree with what's going on right now, or if you disagree with what's going on right now, you have the same tool, to vote. And you should always vote. You have to exercise your right. That is my opinion here. In conclusion, I do not agree at all when someone is protesting and is also throwing rocks or destroying someone else's properties. I completely do not agree with that. Why would you do that? How would you feel if someone else comes towards your property and destroys it? It's bad, right? It's very, very bad. So if you want to practice your First Amendment, you have to be peaceful at all times. You should respect the law. You should follow the law. And if you want to go a little bit further, write to your congressman, write to your senator, write to your governor. Just write to them. Trust me, they will listen. I have done so, and they actually write back to me, and we have communications. But at all times, it should be peaceful at all times. Now, let's go back to point number 2 and point number 3, which is point number 3 is freedom of the press. I think the press is being oppressed at this time. If the press is not giving a message that does not align with the government, they automatically get in trouble, or the government doesn't want to talk to them. That's what I noticed, and this is my opinion only. This is what I'm perceiving, and I think there's a threat there. I think the government should respect the press because they are giving their opinion and they are expressing what they believe is correct. And we have right wing, left wing, and the individual has to make their own judgment. Lastly here, freedom of speech. The reason I love this country is because we are allowed to speak our minds. We're allowed to express. We are allowed to write to our congressman, governor, senator, and they listen to us. Some of them do not agree with our views, and that all depends on your party. But that's the beauty of this country, that we have freedom of speech. For the last few days, I have seen demonstrations, and I could argue that each side could be right and each side could be wrong. Why do I say that? Because if you're going to protest, if you're an individual that is protesting, why are you going to damage private property or the property of the federal government or the property of the state. Why? Why would you do that? So I do not agree with that at all. Don't damage anything. Don't damage it. Furthermore, what I have seen on TV recently, and I watched the right, the left, and the middle. I have gathered information from all sides. And I feel like, or what I have seen, are images from a third world country. That is no good, my friends. That is no good. Because the United States is the most powerful country in the entire world. In this country, this is how we are free. We can express ourselves. And we are safe. Relatively, we are safe. We're safer than many other countries, than other third world countries. And most of us migrated here to be safe. Now, if you are migrating here, I hope you're following the rules. I hope you're following the laws. Because no matter what, unless you were born here, no matter what, you are a guest in this house, meaning this country. So always follow the laws. It's very easy. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I'm sure my dad is going to make a comment here. But I'm going to end this video by stating something that he told me when I was a very young kid. He said, and I quote, "Do not mess with the government, do not mess with the law, and do not mess with the IRS. If you respect them, all three, everything will be smooth." And since I arrived to this country, I have respected the law at all times. Guys, I know this video was different. I'm expressing myself here. I'm exercising my First Amendment. Many of you may not agree with me. Many of you may agree with me. But I invite you to express yourself at all times. Do it respectfully. Make sure you respect the other, but exercise your First Amendment. If you like this video, please click like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next video. Have an amazing day.